In a galaxy far, far away, one day, Ken and Don were destined to do sports broadcasting on a show called Daily Dose of Sports.
Like, really? Like, when do they come on and stuff?
Every Tuesday and Thursday from 2 to 3 p.m. on
SportsTownChicago.com.
We have a Chicago Bears expert on named
Adam Osman.
I write about the Bears. I cover the Bears for Chicago now for a site called ChicagoBearsHuddle.com. You guys can check it out at ChicagoBearsHuddle.com. You guys can find me on Twitter, twitter.com/AdamSpeak.
Remember, guys, every Tuesday and Thursday from 2 to 3 p.m., listen to Daily Dose of Sports on
SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up, everybody? It's Rufio. If you're looking for a career in radio or TV or entertainment, then do what I did and go to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. They offer on-air and behind-the-scenes training with day and night classes. Check out their website at beonair.com/career or text career to 33239 for more info. Take it from me and text career right now to 33239 and you'll be on your way to a new profession in just 1 year.
Imagine a world where kids no longer played football or baseball or basketball. Hard to imagine? Well, what if no adults wanted to officiate? Right now, there's a critical shortage of high school officials, and you can do your part to make sure kids keep playing. For more information on how to become a licensed IHSA official, contact your local high school or visit the IHSA website at ihsa.org.
A message from the Illinois High School Association. Stay in the game.
And welcome back, everybody. SportsTownChicago.com live back once again at Redbird Arena, IHSA State Championship Volleyball. And we are here for our final match of the evening. It's been a long day here, but we've saved the best for last. The 4A State Championship. The New Trier Trevians taking on the Benet Red Wings. 3 losses combined between these teams. New Trier coming in at 39-1. Benet coming in at 39-2. Two teams are being introduced right now. New Trier, their one loss was to Lyons Township, and Benet Academy 2 consecutive losses back in September to Marion Catholic at Chicago Heights. Not Coach Watling's Marion.
No,
there are 2 different Marions, which really confused me when I moved down here. But
especially last year when we had to play each other in the finals.
Oh,
Marion and
I'm
Marion.
glad I wasn't broadcasting that. That's all I know.
Yeah.
And then they lost to Marist. So 2 tough teams that Benet lost to, but they've been on a roll since then, racking up win after win. They haven't lost since September 27th. And New Trier has not lost since October 19th. So 2 teams that are on a roll. Something has to give, though, and we will see what happens tonight. Any keys to this matchup tonight?
Well, I think the key for New Trier, from what I've seen when they play, is to keep the ball control and really get the blocks. They have such height, amazing height, that they can really set up a huge block, and they'll need that against Benet because Benet has a ton of weapons. They have a very great setter in Hannah Kaminsky, and she dishes the ball out to so many different options. So really, New Trier's going to be on their toes, but if they can set up a good block, that'll help the rest of the defense. And then for both teams, it's going to be who's going to be more aggressive and who's going to have the better control and play more cleanly. We've seen that throughout the tournament, that good teams fall to mistakes all the time, and that can kill you when you're playing in a big match like this.
These 2 teams battle-tested. We said before, both teams played a very tough schedule, and that's only going to help them out tonight, as we'll see which team comes out on top. Again, which team makes fewer mistakes. And the 2 teams are out on the court. Benet will be going from left to right. New Trier will be going right to left. Benet in their white jerseys with the black trim, red numbers. New Trier in their forest green jerseys with navy blue trim, a little bit of white trim also, and the navy blue numbers. Two teams out on the court, just about ready to go.
You know, no 4A team since they've started the four-class system has repeated as champions. So we'll see if that plays into New Trier's favor, or if maybe Benet can finally break through that curse. So
and again, we do say that because Benet is the defending 4A state champion. Lost a lot of seniors from that last team, but they had a lot of young players waiting in the wings, and they've took over a strong program. And the serve is up and over. Italiano digs it out, set up, going for the kill right away into the double block, though. And right away, New Trier gets the first point. They're on top, 1-0. Back for the serve, Savannah Hubley for the Trevians. She serves from the right side, sends it over. Italiano digs it out, set up by Kaminsky. And going for the kill is Nikki Barnes, sent back. And into the antenna goes number 17, Brittany Steinberg. Benet gets the point on there. Big hit by Steinberg, but going into the antenna before it goes into the block. And a 1-1 lead tie, I should say, as Benet sends the serve up and over. Steinberg going for that again, this time going into the block, and this time sent back down to the floor instead.
Yeah, Tashima really needs to keep her sets a little bit further off the net, because going up against a fierce block like Benet has, it's going to be hard to get around there.
The serve over, set up, went for Steinberg again, this time into the double block, sent back. And the net violation called on Benet, so New Trier able to take advantage right there, and they tie things back up at 2. Back for the serve is the libero, Emmy Friedler for New Trier. Diving save to dig it out, sent right back on the return. Set up by Friedler, and going for the kill. Sent right back. New Trier now has control of it, set up by Tashima. And set back and diving for it to keep it alive, but sent out of play. Brittany Steinberg with the kill.
It was a great angle she took on that ball. She changed up her approach from the last few times she got blocked, and it paid off.
Now back for the serve again is Emmy Friedler, the junior libero. Set up by Kaminsky, and going into the double block with the tap is Brittany Pavich. And that one falls to the floor. Pavich gets the point. 3-3, we are all tied up. Early on, back and forth action in the first set of the championship match in 4A as the serve is up and over. Dugout now set up, going for Steinberg, trying to go toward the back line, and she's able to find it. Steinberg gets another kill, and they go up by the score of 4-3.
It's a really nice spot, but that is where the defender should typically be, so I don't know if they were just out of position or if they read her wrong.
And now back for the serve is the junior setter, Taylor Tashima. She sends it over. Dugout set up by Kaminsky, little dump over, kept alive, sent right back. Diving to keep that alive is Willett, and now sent into the net. Give the point to the Trevians, and a 5-3 lead. Back again for the serve, Taylor Tashima. She sends the serve over, dugout, and set up by Kaminsky, going for the kill. Off the top of the net and down to the floor. Brittany Pavich, another kill. She's off to a good start here in the first set. Benet down by 1, 5-4.
Now there's really, with how tall Fauntleroy is up there, there's really no excuse for her not to block that ball. She had her hands on it. She just pulled off a little too easy. She needs to finish her block.
Little dump over by Tashima, kept alive by the Red Wings. Metaliano going for the kill, diving save, and a little punch over that time by Haley Fauntleroy. Metaliano taps it over the double block, kept alive on the dig, now sent over behind the 10-foot line, kept alive by the Red Wings, tapping it into the double block and sent right back is Hannah Kaminsky, right back in her face. The Trevians get the point, take the 2-point lead, 6-4.
They read her all the way. She kind of gave away that she was going to be taking it over on 2.
Now back for the serve, Brittany Steinberg. The serve up and over, line drive, dugout now set up by Kaminsky over to Metaliano. Kept alive And now going over cross court to Maggie Carragher. And she gets the kill. 7-4. The Trevians off to a hot start, up by 3.
They're looking really good right now, really loose, having fun, making great connections out there.
Steinberg back for the serve again. Dugout set up by Kaminsky. And going for the little tap over is Farah. Kept alive over the double block, sent back. Dug out by Sheila Doyle. Kaminsky over to Metaliano, into the net. And back in to the face of Metaliano. 4 hits called on Benet. New Trier takes the lead 8-4. Steinberg again back for the serve. A high arcing serve, up and over, set up by Kaminsky over to Metaliano. Kill attempt off of the block, kept alive on the back line. Set up by Tashima and going for the kill. Abby Boyd. Metaliano now going for the kill, and that's going to be off the fingertips of Maggie Carragher and out of play. Benet gets the point. 8-5 ends that little run by the Trevians. And now back for the serve, Hannah Kaminsky, the senior setter. He sends it up and over. Dugout set up by Tashima, going for the kill, and coming down strong from the middle, Haley Fauntleroy. She gets the point. 4-point lead for the Trevians, 9-5.
That was a beautiful run, a great choice by Tashima. Nobody's going to be able to stop her reaching and touching. She's at 6'3". No one's going to be able to stop that if they get a good set off.
Kaminsky sets it up for Metaliano. Sent over and down. And that's going to stay in bounds. Metaliano gets the kill, 9-6. Benet still down by 3 here in the first set. Kara Metaliano, the leader in kills for this offense, 383 on the year as that's sent over. Tashima sets it up, going for the kill. Right into the double block goes Maggie Carragher, sent right back in her face. Benet gets the point, now only down by 2, 9-7.
Yeah, that time the block read her all the way. They really reached over, turned their hands into the court, had a great block.
Metaliano with the standing serve, dug out. Tashima sets it up at the net, little tap over, kept alive by Nikki Barnes, set up and going right out of bounds by Abby Willett. New Trier gets the point, 10-7, 3-point lead. Back for the serve now, MC Magner coming back into the game, I should say.
MC, I like that. I wonder if that stands
for... Not MC Hammer, MC Magner. That's dug out by Doyle over to Kaminsky, going for the kill. Nikki Barnes, and she sends it just long. Trevians get the point, 11-7, 4-point lead on the defending state champs. Back for the serve, again, MC Magner. That's up and over. Dug out by Metaliano, set up Kaminsky over to Barnes, and off the arms of MC Magner. Give the kill to Nikki Barnes. Point to the Red Wings, 11-8 our score.
They didn't get back and set on defense in time, so she was just kind of swinging at that ball. She definitely needs to move faster in transition.
Sheila Doyle now back for the serve. This is dug out by the libero, set up. Now going for the kill, Maggie Carragher. And that's sent long out of bounds. Carragher with the error, 11-9 now the score. Benet only down by 2. Sheila Doyle, the libero, back for the serve again. Doyle, a SportsTownChicago.com All-Star. Also will be playing in the All-Star game on December 1st, 7 o'clock, SportsTownChicago.com.
Bringing in a taller, bigger middle right now, so look for them to use her for the block.
And going for the quick kill is Taylor Tashima, and she's able to keep it in, sneaking that one in with the authority. 12-9 the score.
I've seen her do that a few times yesterday too. It's a great option to have in your setter.
And the serve is up and over. Set up and going over Tashima again and getting another kill. Off the block is Taylor Tashima. New Trier gets the point, 13-9, a 4-point lead for the Trevians. A lot of people kind of underestimated them against Mother McCauley, but they are in the championship game. And the serve is up and over by Callahan. Going for the kill, sent right back in the face of Abby Willett, kept alive Now going for the kill, Nikki Barnes, and sent long. Benet just making a lot of mistakes out there right now. They're down by 5.
I feel like they're playing really tight. They're not attacking the ball with much authority right now. They really need to pick it up if they want to stay in this.
Back for the serve again. Maggie Carragher sent over, kept alive, set up by Kaminsky. Going for the kill, Nikki Barnes sent back in her face. Doyle keeps it alive on the dig. Kaminsky sets it up, and going for the kill, getting it is Abby Willett. Benet gets the point, back down by 4 now, 14-10.
That's what they need to do. Benet can run a very fast, explosive offense, and that was one of the first times I've seen them run something fast and make a nice connection on it.
Serve up and over by Caroline Wolf into the game. Dugout set up, going for Steinberg off the block. They're going to say off the antenna first. Benet gets the point, now back to within 3, 14-11. Wolf again back for the serve. High serve up and over. Set up by Tashima, going for the kill. Kept alive. Now set up by Kaminsky, going for the kill. Pavich sent right back in her face. Kept alive by the Red Wings again. A little dump over by Kaminsky. Sent back in her face. Kept alive. Red Wings again. Italiano trying to tap it over, but got that one off the fingertips and sent it into the net. New Trier gets the point, 15-11. 4-point lead for the Trevians, who have only one loss on the year. Friedler with the serve over. Pavich going for the kill. Sent into the double block, sent right back. Doyle bumps it up for Barnes. Kept alive off of the block by the Trevians, over to Steinberg, trying to tap it over the double block and diving to try and keep it alive. Unable to get there though, Caroline Wolf.
It was a very smart play on Steinberg's part. She's been having a lot of trouble kind of getting the ball always around the block. That time she mixed it up. Nice roll shot right over to the pit of despair, and it works.
And New Trier on top by 5, 16-11. Coach Baker wants a timeout for Benet. And what do you think he's talking to his team about in the timeout right now?
I'm sure he's telling them that they need to be a little bit more aggressive on defense and offense. Just because you're on defense doesn't mean that you don't attack the ball, get to it, read it, get fast transitions, so then you can get a good set, because once they're in tempo, they're really hard to stop, but so far they haven't been able to stay in tempo, so a lot of their hits are not getting down right away.
Absolutely, that has been their main problem so far. Again, 16-11 is the score, first set of the 4A state championship game. New Trier Trevians, Benet Red Wings. Brad Miller, Coach Laura Watling, Brendan Marshall here on SportsTownChicago.com. New Trier back out for the serve. Emmy Friedler, the libero, will bounce the ball a couple times. Now ready for the serve, throws it up and sends it over. Dug out by Metaliano, set up by Kaminsky, going for the kill. Sent right back in the face of Natalie Canuli into the game. Tashima sets it up for Steinberg, into the double block and out of bounds. New Trier gets the point. 17-11, 6-point lead.
The middles for Benet really need to work on swinging to the angles. They're going up against a wall in Fauntleroy right now.
Set up going for Canuli, sent right back, but that's going to go out of bounds on the return. Benet gets off the schneid. 17-12 now the score, 5-point game. And now Canuli back for the serve, the sophomore outside hitter coming in off the bench to try and provide a spark, and she's going to get the ace right there. That'll provide a spark, 17-13. Still down by 4, though, are the Red Wings. And back for the serve. Again, Natalie Canuli sends it over, and this one sent just a little bit long, trying to place it in the back corner, but put a little bit too much on it. New Trier gets the point, 18-13. Back for the serve, Taylor Tashima, the junior setter. Very good setter for the Trevians. The left-handed serve up and over. Dugout now set up by Kaminsky. Metaliano feeded over the double block, and it goes down to the floor. 18-14 the score.
It was a great shot on Bennett's part. They've been having some trouble swinging at the ball. They found a nice place to dump the ball off. Couldn't get to it in time.
Pavich with the serve, just off the tape, kept alive though by the Trevians. And sent over for the kill, and getting the kill, Haley Fauntleroy. Hasn't been a big impact on offense so far, but getting the kill right there, 19-14. Brittany Steinberg back for the serve. And she sends it over, bumped up by Kaminsky over to Metaliano and going for the kill off of the block. Metaliano gets the kill. 19-15 the score. Kaminsky with the serve, up and over, dug out by Friedler, going for the kill and kept alive by the Red Wings. Nice dig, Metaliano going for the kill, and she gets it off the block again. 19-16, Benet back to within 3.
Yep, that's their game right there. That's what they need to continue to do. Set the faster tempo outside. It's hard for the block to get there in time, and then they can use them a little bit more easily. Otherwise, the higher tempos, New Trier has an amazingly tall block that it's going to block their hit anytime.
Absolutely. Benet really hasn't gone, they've gone up a lot against a lot of good teams, but they haven't faced very many teams with height like the Trevians do. Like I said, 4 players at 6'2" or taller. Very tough to get it past that block, even though Benet very good on the offensive attack in most cases. Any team's going to have trouble against a team like that, though.
Oh, sure.
And New Trier up by 3, 19-16. And both teams coming back out on the court, out of the timeout. Again, first set action at Redbird Arena in the 4A state championship game. Benet and New Trier taking each other on. Kaminsky with the serve, up and over. Dugout set up by Tashima. Quick kill attempt, and getting it is Haley Fauntleroy. Big point out of the timeout for New Trier. They're up by 4, 20-16. And now Fauntleroy will go back for the serve. Fauntleroy, one of those tall players at the net, 6'3". She sends the serve over, going for the quick kill. Rachel Farah into the block, though. Sarah Shafiq in on the block. She's 6'4", and using her height right there. Rachel Farah coming in at 6'3". Not many people taller out there than her, but Shafiq is one of them at 6'4". 21-16 lead for the Trevians. Dugout on the back line, set up and going for Metaliano, going for the kill, and keeping that one in is Kara Metaliano. 21-17, Benet back down by 4. And Metaliano will go back for the serve. And the serve over, dug out in the center of the court, over to Tashima, going for the kill. Maggie Carragher, and she gets it. That was Abby Boyd on the kill, actually. She comes in, gets the kill, 22-17. 3 points away from taking this first set are the Trevians. And now back for the serve, MC Magner. In the center of the court, little hop serve up and over. Dug out by Doyle over to Kaminsky. Sets things up, going for the kill and getting the kill. Abby Willett. 22-18. Benet trying to hang around in this one. Need to go on a run here, though. Can't just keep trading points.
Exactly. They need to get a good string here. Set the tone with a very aggressive serve. Take New Trier out of any system so they can't run that fast pace.
And Sheila Doyle back for the serve. This one bumped up by Friedler. A little tap over, kept alive by the Red Wings. Set up. Kaminsky over to Natalie Canuli for the kill. 22-19. They get that second point there. Now we'll see if they can go on a run. Sheila Doyle back to continue with the serve. The senior libero will be back. Serving from the center of the court. A little hop serve, floating serve up and over. Bumped up by Friedler. Going for the quick kill. It is Tashima sent back over and into the waiting arms of Sarah Shafiq. Sends it right back down as that one just cleared the net on the lofted bump.
Gotta tell your girls to keep the ball out of the middle. That always seems to happen. I'm like, you have to imagine there's a big wall in the middle every time.
23
go towards the corners.
23-19 now the score. As the serve is up and over, set up by Kaminsky, going for the kill and getting it, Brittany Pavich. 23-20. They get the point. Now again, so we'll see if they can get a couple points in a row here, try and close this gap. As New Trier are only 2 points away from taking this first set. Caroline Wolf back for the serve, the junior. sends the serve up and over. Dugout set up by Tashima, going for the kill. Steinberg floating it over the double block and getting it down to the floor. Two Benet players almost colliding right there. Neither one of them able to get it, and that makes it set point for New Trier, 24-20. Emmy Friedler back for the serve. And she sends it up and over. Dug out by Doyle, set up by Kaminsky. Going for the kill is Pavich, and that goes off of the block and out of bounds. They'll keep Benet alive for the time being, 24-21. Back for the serve, Natalie Canuli, still set point for the Trevians. Canuli with the serve, and that one goes up and over. Dugout set up by Tashima, going over to Steinberg, double, past the double block, and down to the floor. Brittany Steinberg with the kill, and that'll end the first set. New Trier takes it 25-21 over a very good Benet Red Wings team.
Yeah, Steinberg is on fire right now. She's doing a great job. Started off a little bit slow, but once she figured out where the block was and what shots were working for her, now she's really in a rhythm. So they have to feed off their rhythm, hopefully carry it into this next set so they can start with that momentum instead of having to, kind of play with Benet, because Benet is dangerous. If you give them some room, they're going to take advantage.
And again, Benet, one of the big things we were seeing, they were having trouble getting past the tall defenders of the Trevians. What do they have to do to try and combat that?
Well, they had success if they can stay fast tempo and keep it out of the middle. So you run your middles on slides, or you set the faster tempo to the outside or the right side. But anytime you try to go through the middle, you're going to encounter a wall. So really, you need to go fast tempo so the middles might not get there. It creates a little bit of separation, and then they're going to have more success.
And that will be the key. Now, what do the Trevians have to do to keep things going, keep the momentum going with them after the 4-point win in set one?
I felt like they played very smart. They had some good defense. They were picking up a lot of Benet shots. And, I thought their setter, Tashima, did a great job of delivering the ball. If she can get any type of quick sets to Fauntleroy was hitting over that block just about every time. So that was working well, and obviously continue to feed Steinberg because she's on a roll right now. If they can keep that defense up, they'll be in good shape.
Yeah, Steinberg with 8 kills in that first set on 11 attempts, 3 errors, but still hitting it almost 50%, 45%. You can't ask for much more.
Especially from an outside. That is a tremendous hitting percentage right there.
Absolutely. Throwing 3 kills for Fauntleroy on 5 attempts, hitting it 60% out of the middle. 16 total kills for the Trevians on 33 attempts, hitting it an even 33%. 16 kills for Benet, but on 40 attempts, 7 errors. That leads to a 22% hitting percentage. So Benet needs to figure something out. And like we said, can't just keep attacking the middle like they have been. They're going to have to pick up the tempo, being able to attack the outside a little bit, try and just combat that massive height by the Trevians.
Exactly. The outsides started swinging line towards the end. The line shot was working, and then that way you're also not swinging towards that middle block. You're going over a much shorter blocker on the right side. So if they can continue to get good enough sets to swing at those types of angles, they'll be in much better shape.
Both teams just about ready to go back out onto the court. Benet already out there. They'll be going from right to left. New Trier heading back out onto the court. They'll be going from left to right.
And New Trier, it's going to be interesting if they see if they come out excited. They know they're one set away from the state championship. We'll see if they come out a little bit too juiced and maybe make some mistakes, or if they stay focused like they were in set one. So Hannah Kaminsky will start it off for the Red Wings. She is the junior setter, trying to get her team back on the board and get this match to an all-or-nothing set 3. Waiting for the referee's whistle, and the substitution, I guess, for the libero coming in for New Trier was not quite meant to happen yet. Now it will.
Get a little too anxious sometimes.
Gotta love those delayed starts.
Yes.
So Hannah Kaminsky still waiting for the ref to blow the whistle, and ref still talking to New Trier on the far side. And now the whistle blows, and set 2 is underway. Hannah Kaminsky will send it to the other side. Good set and a spike by Maggie Karracher to get it over, but Bennett will keep it alive, and Metaliano will get it back over to the New Trier side. Good middle set by good middle spike by Brittany Steinberg from the 10-foot line, and it was blocked out of bounds by Bennett, so a big first point to New Trier. And now Maggie Karracher will go back and serve. She is the senior outside hitter. And she will just get a line drive over the net for an ace right in front of the diving libero Sheila Doyle. So good placement there. Line drive just getting over the net, and 2-0 New Trier.
It looked like Doyle was playing back a little bit in case that one went off the tape, and she had to go back on that one, but it ends up not hitting the tape and falling right at her feet.
This one will be defensed by Bennett. Good back set by Kaminsky, and the spike was blocked by New Trier, but kept alive by Bennett, and Kaminsky will send it over her head on the bump for the third hit. And now a big spike over the middle by Brittany Steinberg, who had such a big set in set 1, continues it here, and New Trier off to the good start, and Bennett's got to get themselves together here.
Yeah, Bennett, the defending state champs, they've been here before. A lot of these players played on that team last year, so they know what they're up against.
Karracher will get it on a line drive over, and the defense by Bennett set up the front line, Brittany Steinberg, for a perfect roof. So 4-0 New Trier, and we have a timeout for Bennett. So fast start, exactly what New Trier wanted.
Yes, and exactly what Bennett didn't want. Bennett is one of those teams where they can have a slow start. I've seen that repeatedly with them, but they typically come out that second set on fire, ready to go. So this is uncharacteristic of them. I'm not really sure what's in their heads right now. They should go in here having the confidence, knowing they've played really high caliber teams all year, and they know they can win in matches like this and on a big stage.
And New Trier, yes, they faced some good teams, but not quite the intensity of the schedule that Bennett has faced. But still coming out strong here. They're up 4-0 early on.
And Maggie Karracher will continue serving for the Trevians. They are up 4-0 here in set 2, trying to win the state championship in this set. Good defense by Metaliano. 10-foot line. Kaminsky will set up Metaliano for a little dump over the blockers, and a point for Bennett, their first of the set, and they are down 4-1.
And getting off the schneid, coming out of timeout. Well set up play for Metaliano. Getting the little tap over the double block perfectly placed.
So Metaliano will now serve it for her team. Gets it to the back line. And a big hit by the setter, Tashima, to get it over, but Bennett will keep it alive, and Metaliano from the back line will get it over on the third hit. Now Tashima will set up a little decoy, but Steinberg gets it over. Defensed well by Bennett, but Metaliano from the 10-foot line could not quite get her hand on a spike to get it over the net. So 5-1 New Trier. And going back to serve will be Haley Fauntleroy. Fauntleroy will serve it from the left side of the court. And she serves it right into the net. So big point there for Bennett. They are down 5-2. And now Sheila Doyle, their libero, will go back and serve.
And sometimes you'll see those mistakes by the opposing team set up runs very early on in this one. See if Bennett can go on a run right here.
Sheila Doyle will get it over, set from the back line, and now the setter will send it to Brittany Steinberg cross court. She gets it over, but kept alive by Bennett, and Brittany Pavich with the kill from the middle. So 5-3, New Trier is up, but 2 straight points for the Red Wings.
You know, it wasn't pretty, but it works. She didn't have any approach, so really New Trier should have read that. She didn't have many other options, but a kill is a kill.
No matter how soft.
That's
Tashima
right.
will set up the 10-foot line, Maggie Karracher, who tried to spike it, but spiked it right into the net. So 3 straight points for Bennett Academy, and they are down 5-4. So as you mentioned, sometimes those service errors can start momentum, and it seems to right now for the Red Wings.
And 1 point away now from tying it up with Sheila Doyle back for the serve.
She will get it over, and Bennett New Trier will return it on a spike by Brittany Steinberg, and she was able to get it down inbounds in the near corner. So 6-4 Trevians with the lead. And Taylor Tashima, their setter, will go back and serve. She's a junior. Throws it high in the air and left-hand line drive over. Sheila Doyle with the second hit on the spike, and Canuli will get it over actually on the spike, and now a little dump over by Steinberg of New Trier, kept alive by Bennett, and Metaliano will get it over, and then a lift from Shafig at the front line. So give the point to Bennett. They are down 6-5.
It's really hard when you're a tall middle to lay off of those when it's coming right over your head, but unfortunately you almost have to, because lift call will happen almost every time.
Caroline Wolf now will serve it for Bennett Academy. She gets it over, back set, and a little dump was blocked by Bennett. Little dump attempt by Brittany Steinberg, double blocked at the net. So Bennett has come back and tied set number 2 at 6.
And Natalie Canuli with the big block right there, sending it right back over the outstretched arms of the attacker and finding the empty spot right behind her.
And they will change servers in the middle of the rally. I guess that's legal. They're not stopping it. So
it is legal. It just doesn't really happen often because that's a strange move to make. But
Stephanie Snoppen will come in and serve it. Line drive, hit at the defense at the back line by the libero, and a big hit right into the net by Brittany Steinberg. So Bennett now will take the 7-6 lead and come right back after their slow start.
And
Nutria's getting a little too tight. They're making some mistakes on forced errors.
Still Sinoppen will get a line drive over. Defense at the back line. Back set, and a big spike was double blocked but kept alive by New Trier. And then it will be sent over on the left-hand third hit by Abby Boyd. And they're going to give the point to Benet Academy there. Is that a net violation?
No, it's outside of the
antenna.
Yeah.
So.
And with that, New Trier will take a timeout as Bennett has been on a roll lately. They're up by 2, 8-6. And Bennett finally starting to come around, get that offense working for them. Very powerful attack. They finally started getting it going now.
Yeah, and once you put the pressure on New Trier, now New Trier is going to have to try to work with that and put the ball back over. They're getting a little bit out of system, and they're starting to make some mistakes, and Bennett's taking advantage of that. They have to stay up. They have to stay focused, clean up that game a little bit at the net to put the pressure back on Bennett.
Well, we've had a history of teams calling timeouts, coming out of their timeouts with momentum, so we'll see if that holds true for New Trier here as they are down 8-6 here in set number 2. New Trier won set 1, 25-21, and are trying to win the Class 4A state championship here in set 2, while Bennett is trying to send it to the all-or-nothing set 3. Stephanie Sinoppen will continue serving for the Red Wings, and she will get a line drive right into the net, so a big error for Bennett Academy, and 8-7, New Trier is down 1. Brittany Steinberg now will go back and serve for the Trevians, right in the middle of the court. She is the outside hitting senior. She will get a line drive over. Kaminsky will bump it, and then Canuli trying to get the spike over, could not quite get momentum on that one and send it right into the net. So, as I say, right off the timeout, New Trier has tied it at 8. Brittany Steinberg will continue serving for the Trevians, and she will get it over. Good dig by Metaliano, and then Canuli will get it double blocked by Abby Boyd and Sarah Shafig. And so New Trier now with the 9-8 lead and trying to get their fourth straight point. And boy, those timeouts give you momentum.
Oh, and that's what volleyball is all about, that momentum. It's a tricky thing.
Now Canuli will just dump it over, but that hit the antenna. So give the point to New Trier, and they have 4 straight points off their timeout, and they lead 10-8. So Brittany Steinberg now try to keep it going for the Trevians, and serves it right into the net. So another service error, and 10-9. New Trier still in the lead, but a 3-point for Bennett.
And last time that happened, Bennett went on a run after that. We'll see if they're able to get that momentum going again.
Natalie Canuli will serve it. Good dig at the back line, and Tashima with the back set and a double block by Metaliano and Brittany Pavich right at the net. So give the roof to Benet, and they have tied it at 10.
And some height for Benet also, 6'1", Metaliano, 6'3", Brittany Pavich, combining on the block right there.
Canuli will send it over, but Metaliano will return it on the New Trier return, but then a cross-court spike and a kill for Maggie Character of New Trier. So they will take the 11-10 lead. And now Brittany Kamichak coming into the game.
Very smart swing for New Trier. That cross-court shot, that high cut shot, it's really working for them right now.
New Trier's libero, Emily Friedler, will serve it. Kaminsky will back set it, and they're going to call a lift on that back set. So 12-10 New Trier with the lead.
Yeah, they start calling it really tight in the state tournament. It's probably not that much of a lift, but got to be careful when you do those back sets.
Friedler with the serve, this time a front set to Metaliano, who will dump it over. And now going to be returned on a little dump by Carriger. And a net violation on Benet Academy. So give the point to New Trier. They are up 13-10. Friedler will continue serving. She is the junior libero of New Trier. Kaminsky will spend it to Metaliano, who will get the kill off the hands of New Trier at the 10-foot line. So 13-11, Benet Academy is down by 2.
And that one sent all the way back up into the tunnel behind the court. A lot of power on that one from Metaliano.
Brittany Pavich will cross-court serve it. Little front set to the middle, and a soft kill for Haley Fentelroy of New Trier. Good setup by Tashima.
Had Caroline Wolf going one way, had to change directions quickly and got her out of position, unable to get back to that one in time as New Trier gets the point, 14-11.
Junior defensive specialist MC Magner coming into the game for the Trevians to serve. Line drive over to the back line. Kaminsky will front set it to Metaliano, and she could not quite get her hand on that one, so she tipped it out of bounds. So,
but net call on New Trier.
Net
apparently.
Call on New Trier, so they're going to give the point to Benet, and it is now 14-12 New Trier. So a big violation for New Trier as Benet had lost that point.
That could be the little momentum tweak that they need, just something that you're not expecting.
Hannah Kaminsky will try to keep that momentum going. Little back set and a kill off the net and out of bounds. So hit out of bounds by Fronteloy. Give the point to Benet. They are down 14-13. Kaminsky now will try to tie the game on the serve. Tashimo with the back set to Fenteloy, who runs into the referee stand and gets the point for her team. So 15-13. That's a hard way to get a kill.
Yeah, whatever it takes, I suppose.
It's the state championship. Got to leave it all out on the court.
That's right. Run into whatever you can.
Maggie Carriger will serve it, and it'll go over the court and out of bounds. So give the point to Benet. They are down 15-14 here in set number 2. And Cara Metaliano, the outside hitting senior, now will try to tie it for Benet as she will serve it. Moves to the middle of the court and will get an arcing shot to the left side. Good hit and a big spike by New Trier, but good dig by Sheila Doyle at the back line for Benet. And then a even bigger spike by Taylor Tashima, the setter, that just went inbounds on the near side back line. So 16-14 New Trier. And Benet getting to the summit, but not quite getting over it so far, as they are down 16-14. And Fronteroy will serve it. Kaminsky with a little dump behind her to Abby Willett, who gets it over. Now sent back over to the Benet Academy side. And Natalie Canuli will get a kill for the Red Wings. So 16-15, and Benet once again trying to tie it. Sheila Doyle, their senior libero, will serve it. A little bit of a jump serve over the top. And a big hit by the setter, Taylor Tashima, for the kill for New Trier. So 17-15, right off the hands of the back line of Benet.
She is so dangerous at the net. To have a lefty who can swing like that and set, you never know when she's going to be hitting or setting.
4 kills already for Tashima on 10 attempts. and no errors.
And a good serve there, so she's going to get credit for an ace as Metaliano tried to dig that one out, but hit it out of bounds. So 18-15 New Trier. And Taylor Tashima, the lefty, as she throws it up and serves it with her left hand, will try to get her team a 4-point lead. Line drive over, good dig by Sheila Doyle. Kaminsky will set up Canuli to get it over for Bennett. And a little dump over by Shafig for New Trier, but then a back set right into the net on the hit attempt by by Abby Willett. So give the point to New Trier. They are up 19-15, and Bennett's going to get a timeout to try to get that momentum back as their season's slipping away a little bit here.
Yeah, it's very uncharacteristic. They're making a lot of unforced errors. I think they're starting to feel the pressure of the situation that they're in right now. But now is not the time to let that. You got to start playing aggressively, focused ball if you want to win this. New Trier is lights out right now at the net. So Bennett's got to dig deep here, get a good pass, and then really put something away. Something has to turn that momentum in their favor.
They had a chance earlier, a couple of chances where some errors could have led to some swings and momentum, but Bennett hasn't been able to take advantage of them. New Trier coming right back and putting stops to those little possible momentum swings, and they are up by 4, 19-15.
I saw in the Bennett Academy huddle the sophomore Natalie Canuli trying to get her team fired up, as she had some fighting words in that timeout for her team.
I like to see that, especially from the little ones.
Taylor Tashima will get it back over. Metaliano with the dig. Kaminsky will set up Pavic. It gets blocked at the net, but Bennett able to keep it alive and get it over. Kaminsky on the set and unable to be defensed by New Trier. So big point for Bennett, and here we go again. The momentum off the timeout.
And Kaminsky with the nice dump. Senior setter trying to get her team back in it now, only down by 3.
Caroline Wolf will now get it over. And Tashima will set up Shuffig right in the middle, and she just pounds one to the back line of Bennett and gets a point for her team. So 20-16 New Trier, 5 points away from that state championship. Brittany Steinberg, the outside hitting senior, will serve it for New Trier as she just gets it over the net, contacts the net, and Brittany Pavic will get the kill as it's unable to be defensed by New Trier. So Bennett down 20-17, and Natalie Canuli will try to back up her words with a good serve here. She does get it over. Good set up to the middle, and inbounds just contacted the line as a good setup by Tashima for Shuffig, and 21-17 New Trier.
They are finding all of the exact angles right now. That's a hard shot to defend.
Served by the libero, Emmy Friedler. And now a back set and a kill for Brittany Pavic. Good back set by Kaminsky. So Bennett trading points here. They can't afford to do that down 3, but they get the last one, and now Pavic will try to get a rally going. 21-18 New Trier with the lead. Here in set number 2, they won set 1. Pavic will get it over on the line drive. Tashima will set up Haley Funtele, and a double block by Bennett Academy, Rachel Farah and Cara Metaliano. So 21-19, New Trier still up, and Bennett trying to cut it to 1. Brittany Pavic will serve it for them. Good cross-court set, and a spike and another block, this time by the setter, Hannah Kaminsky. So 21-20, Bennett with 3 straight points, and New Trier will call a timeout. And we are coming down the stretch here in set number 2 as Bennett trying to keep their season alive. New Trier trying to win that state championship. Doesn't get much better than this.
No, it's great volleyball right now, and I like to see this out of Bennett. Both sides are starting to finally fight, and Bennett's really getting that excitement factor. Nothing in the world feels better than blocking somebody. I would take blocking someone over getting a kill any day. And you can see how excited they've gotten off of 2 big blocks that can really, really turn the momentum. I think they're feeling it now.
Somebody that likes defense more than offense.
Doesn't happen often, but you can ask a lot of girls, and they will say that stuffing somebody feels better than getting a kill quite often.
Brittany Pavich now will try to tie the game for Bennett. They are down 21-20. From the left side of the court, line drive is over. Bumped by Tashima on the second hit and then sent over by Karracher, but sent back over by Pavich.
Oh, boy.
And a net violation for New Trier, so we are tied at 21, and Brittany Pavich will try to get her team the lead. She will get a line drive over, set by Tashima to the middle, and sent over by Karracher, and then sent back over by Mateliano, who sent it through the block for the kill, through the double block, and Bennett with a 22-21 lead. Brittany Pavich will serve it as Emily Blackwell will come into the game for New Trier.
And Mataliano just forcing it through that double block right there. New Trier unable to close it up quickly enough.
Pavich will get it over. Tashima with the back set, sending it to Frontale, who gets it over. Bennett able to keep it alive on send it over on 3 bumps. And now a set to the middle. And the second hit unable to be controlled by Bennett Academy as Brittany Kamishak on her knees just couldn't quite control that. So we are tied at 22. Give the kill to Haley Fauntleroy. And MC Magner will serve it for New Trier. Tied at 22. She will get it over. Good dig in the back line. Kaminsky will set up Mateliano, who will get a kill off the hands of Emmy Friedler, the libero of New Trier. So 23-22 Red Wings. And Hannah Kaminsky now will try to finish off this set for Bennett. And she will just get it over. It contacted the net. And then sent over on the third hit by Emily Blackwell of New Trier, and then sent back over by Mateliano. New Trier will keep it alive, and Blackwell will get it over on the third hit bump. And now Mateliano with a little dump right in the perfect spot, just behind the blockers and just in front of the back line.
Gorgeous spot.
And good job by Mateliano. Made it look like she was going up for the big kill, and then at the last second, changes her position, able to just tap it over the double block. No way to defend that for New Trier.
Set point for Bennett as Kaminsky will get it over. Good back set by Tashima. Blocked by Rachel Farah, but sent back over by New Trier. And then Kaminsky will set up Mateliano. Just able to get it over and inbound. So give set number 2 to Bennett Academy. And they have tied it, and we will go to the all or nothing. Set number 3.
That is what you want to see from a state championship match. The fire that I just saw from the Bennett team. I don't know why they waited until point 20, but it finally appeared.
They finally got it together, though. We were wondering how long it was going to take. We mentioned Bennett sometimes gets off to slow starts. Got off to a little slower start than we're even used to seeing from them, but finally getting things together towards the end of the second set. Like you said, right around point 20, finally went on that run, and they looked unstoppable for those last 5 points.
They did, and so, I mean, watch out New Trier. If this team comes out to start the way that they finished, it's going to be a tough fight. But New Trier has to stay focused and know that they really do have an edge at the net with their blocking and with the power that they have from their middles. And Steinberg, she wasn't as involved in that second set like she was the first one. They need to find her again, get her back into it so that she can be a factor like she was.
Yeah, Steinberg, basically the leader of this team on offense. 8 kills back in the first set, only 4 kills for her, though, in the second set. So just not feeding her the ball as much. You have to try and run that offense through her, get her more involved, give her some chances to get some more kills on offense, because she's very successful at that normally, but when she doesn't have the chances, you're not going to get any points from her.
Exactly. And she's an outside, so really they should be able to get her the ball a little bit more. And I think the key for them, too, is to make sure, they have to slow down. Mateliano is on a roll right now for Bennett. She got like the last 5 points for them. So they need to make sure they can slow down her momentum if they want to find a way to stay in this third set.
And Bennett already back out on the court, still a minute and a half to go before before the third set. They are ready to go. They don't want to waste any time.
No,
They
they're
have that
feeling
momentum
it.
with them. They don't want to let that slip away. New Trier, on the other hand, still in the huddle, trying to regroup, trying to take some of that momentum away, make Benet wait as long as they can.
Oh, totally. If I'm the coach, I'm like, you guys are going out there at like 0.4 seconds. Even if it's a timeout, I'm like, the other team called a timeout sometimes, and they'll send the team like right back out there, and I'm like, hey, we still have 30 seconds. Let's use it. They think they're taking us on a timeout? Forget about it.
And they were just about to go back out on the court. Coach Hannah Shea called them back in, and just like you're saying, they're going to take as much time as they can right now. Make Benet wait it out. Make them wait. The longer you wait, the more of a chance you have of taking some of that momentum away from them. And now if New Trier can come out and get a point or two to start things out, it's a whole new ball game again.
Oh, definitely.
So we had 2 set number 3s in the semifinals yesterday. Both of these teams earning their berth in the state championship game with set number 3s victories. And interestingly, the winner in both games yesterday, the winner of set number 2 won the match. So
I know, that was really strange how that happened like in every match yesterday.
It isn't how you start, it's how you finish. At least that's what Bennett's going to tell us right now.
Oh, yes.
And also you mentioned earlier, Coach, that Benet hasn't lost on a Saturday since October of 2010, so
yeah,
they've got a nice little run going.
44 straight tournament matches on Saturdays. That's unbelievable. So I'm sure that they don't want their first loss in over 2 years to come at the state championship match.
So just about ready to start set number 3. This is the all or nothing set, obviously. Nothing better than a game 7. This is game 7. So New Trier will start it off as MC Magner, their junior defensive specialist, will serve it, and she gets it over. Kaminsky will set up Metaliano for a little dump, defensed well by New Trier. And then a big hit, but double blocked. Double blocked at the net by Benet Academy, and they will get the first point here in set number 3.
Sent right back in the face of Maggie Carricker. Nothing doing for New Trier. Benet gets the first point.
Hannah Kaminsky, their setter, will serve. Good dig and a little dump, but sent back over by New Trier as that dump was blocked, and then Metaliano double blocked. And now Sheila Doyle will set Metaliano up again, and her cross-court spike gets down. So 2-0 Benet, and unlike the last set, they are off to the good start here.
And Rachel Farah had the big block earlier there, almost premature celebration though, as it was sent right back in her face. Benet able to recover though.
Brittany Steinberg will send it over too far, so in set number 2, New Trier had the first 4 points, and now Benet with the first 3 points in set number 3.
And they're coming out with all the momentum that they had at the end of the second set.
Pavich will
nice
get it
serve.
over, and that one contacted the ground as Emmy Friedler unable to get that one up in the air. So first 4 points to Benet, but as we saw in the last set, just because a team gets the first 4 points doesn't mean it's over.
Exactly. The first 4 points, there's still a lot more to go.
Hannah Kaminsky will try to keep it going for Benet. This time a good dig. Well, not a good dig by Emmy Friedler as she sent it right under the net. So 5-0 Benet. And New Trier might have to get a timeout quickly, or at least something. Hannah Kaminsky will try to keep it going. She will get it over. This time a good dig by Friedler and sent back over and kept alive briefly by Benet, but not able to send it back over. So give the kill to Maggie Carriger, and the first point to New Trier for set number 3. They are down 5-1. Maggie Carriger will go back and serve. She is the senior outside hitter. And she will get it over on the near side, just in bounds. Defense by Metaliano, and she will get it over as it was blocked, but sent out of bounds by New Trier. So 6-1 Benet.
And it looked like that serve was going out of bounds. Metaliano decided to go after it anyway on a risky play, but they were able to get the ball back to her, and she was able to take advantage, getting the kill off the double block.
Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you look foolish. Sometimes you look smart. And that one hit the antenna as Brittany Steinberg tried to spike it. And she did, but as I mentioned, it hit the antenna. So give the point to Benet. They are up 7-1. Mataliano will get it over. Tashima with the front set trying to set up Stomberg. She gets it over. Defense well by Benet.
Almost.
A few good digs, but unable to get the third hit over. So point to New Trier. They are down 7-2. And Haley Fauntleroy will go back and serve.
This is just what you love to see. Hustle from both teams, leaving it all out on the court.
Oh, nice
and
serve.
Nice serve, as mentioned. Fauntleroy will get the ace as a diving Sheila Doyle could not keep that in the air. So 7-3 now.
That is one of the hardest angles to serve cross court, dropping like that. That's a very tough serve.
Fauntleroy will try to do it again. Sheila Doyle this time will keep it alive. Kaminsky with a back set. Little dump was blocked, but Benet able to get it back over. Now a setup cross court for Brittany Steinberg. She will dump it over. Benet able to keep it alive. Mataliano will get it over from the 10-foot line, and it was blocked straight down by Sarah Shafig right in front of the net, but unfortunately for New Trier, it was blocked down on her own side.
And Shafik in good position for the block right there, but unable, the ball rolls basically right down her arm and down to the floor.
Sheila Doyle, the libero for Benet, will serve with her team up 11-8. Joust won by New Trier, but Benet able to send it back over. Tashima will set up Steinberg, and again she hits the antenna. So 9-3 Benet.
Making that mistake way too often. I know Tashima's pushing her out, but then she has to do what the set is giving her. She can't force it down the line and continue to hit that antenna.
And Sheila Doyle will not quite get that as over the net as it bounced back to her side. So a big service error was the momentum swing at the start of the last set, and let's see if it sends it over to the New Trier side as they are down 9-4. Tashima will get it over on the line drive serve, sent back over by Canuli, double blocked, and then sent back over, roofed by Brittany Pavich of Benet as she was set up perfectly by New Trier. So 10-4 Benet, and they will go back and serve with Caroline Wolf. Caroline Wolf will get an arcing shot to the 10-foot line over. Little set right in front of her, and Sheffig will get it over for New Trier, sent back over by Mataliano from the 10-foot line, and then Pavich will send it back to New Trier's side. Steinberg cross court, but just a little, no, it did go down inbounds, just contacted the line, so a big kill for Brittany Steinberg, and New Trier is down 10-5.
And a better angle for Steinberg right there. She's back a little bit further, able to send that cross court kill then, able to keep it in bounds. And now Steinberg will go back for the serve.
From the middle of the court, she will serve it right into the net. So 11-5, and at a perfect angle, one just a bad hit right off the outside of her hand.
When your team is down by 5 points, you cannot afford to do.
You just have to get the serve over. You can't
like that, yes.
try and take risky serves.
Natalie Canuli will get it in between Emmy Friedler and Brittany Steinberg at the back line of New Trier. So give the ace to Natalie Canuli, and timeout New Trier. They are down 12-5. And boy, has momentum shifted since the middle of set 2.
Oh, it's amazing how momentum can switch like that at the snap of a finger. But I mean, you can see it in their faces. Benet is feeling every inch of it right now, and New Trier is starting to doubt themselves when they had the lead for almost this entire match, really, until the last 5 points of the second set. So they need to know that they have the ability to play hard and play up at that level. But I think they're starting to doubt themselves, and it shows on their faces.
And as you say, momentum can swing at the snap of a finger. So this game not yet over, but New Trier needs to get some momentum here coming off the timeout, and so far in this championship game, the team that has called the timeout has come out and gotten a rally going. So we'll see if the Trevians can keep it going, or if the broadcasters' jinx will hit home. It hasn't so far. Natalie Canuli will serve it over for Benet Academy. Tashima with the back set, blocked by Benet. And blocked out of bounds by Benet. So give the kill to Maggie Carricher. And New Trier will get the point off the timeout. And their libero, Emmy Friedler, will go back and serve. From the middle of the court, she will get it over to the back line. Kaminsky with the back set for Pavic, kept alive by by New Trier. And now they will send it back over from the 10-foot line. Good spike by Tashima, the setter. Now Metelliano cross court, and she will get the kill off the hands of Maggie Karracher. So 13-6 Bennett. And Brittany Pavic will go back and serve for the Red Wings. From the left side of the court, she will get it over to the middle back line. Tashima with the back set, little dump over by Abby Boyd, but then it was returned by Bennett, and now going to be set up Boyd again, double blocked, but out of bounds. So give the point to New Trier. They are down 13-7, and give the kill to Abby Boyd, who just came into the game. MC Magner now will serve for New Trier. They are down by 6. And she will get it over. Kaminsky will set up Metelliano for the cross court, kept alive by New Trier. But unfortunately for them, they set up Rachel Farah of Bennett perfectly, and she was able to hit it to the near side where nobody was.
Yeah, all 6 players for New Trier clustered over on the right side up near the net. Rachel Farah had all kinds of room there in that back corner. All she had to do was just tap it over there.
And Kaminsky with the ace as the dig attempt by MC Magner was unsuccessful. So 15-7 Bennett here in the all or nothing set number 3. Hannah Kaminsky will try to keep it going. And she will get it over. Good dig. And then Tashima will set up Magner at the 10-foot line. She gets it over. Then Metelliano. Was it blocked? It was. So it was sent out of bounds, but the ref said it was blocked by New Trier. Give the point to Bennett. They are up 16-7.
New Trier really needs to get this pass here so we can get a nice hit.
And
there they go.
They get one right there as a good cross-court set by Taylor Tashima to set up Maggie Karracher, who sent it into the block, but the block sent it out of bounds. So 16-8 now. New Trier is down and trying to make a remarkable comeback. Maggie Karracher will now serve for the Trevians. Dug out, and then a cross-court set by Kaminsky to Metelliano. Good dig out by Karracher. And then sent cross-court. Good set over by Brittany Steinberg. But Bennett able to keep it alive, and Sheila Doyle will get it over on the 3rd hit. Tashima now will set up Steinberg cross-court. Good dig again by Doyle. Metelliano will send it back over, and then sent back over by the setter, Tashima. Bennett now with the ball, and they will send it over. Sheila Doyle with the 3rd hit from the back line. And a big spike, and it hit the ground. So a kill for Brittany Steinberg right in the middle, and a big one for New Trier, and a nice win there on the rally by the Trevians.
With some great defense played by both sides there.
Maggie Karracher now, with her team down 16-9, will get it over. Kaminsky will set up Metelliano on the near side, and she will get it. She will spike it a little bit too hard and out of bounds. So
I think 5 people tried to touch that ball, but nobody did.
Somehow they managed to get out of the way of that one.
They, luckily for them, managed to miss it as it was sent out of bounds. So 16-10 Bennett Academy with the lead, and they take the timeout. So New Trier trying to get back into this game. They were down 16-7, but have a little rally going. So Bennett trying to stifle that momentum. A lot of energy here in the building. I like to see that, especially for a state volleyball championship. Volleyball, not exactly your big-time top sport, not exactly football or basketball, but
no. But you know, I've been there. You can oftentimes see some really great volleyball crowds. I'm kind of disappointed in New Trier, just to say it's a freaking huge school. And they don't have nearly.
But they're coming all.
Kids
they're coming all the way up from the north suburbs, though. That's a long drive.
That's very true. That is true. But
sometimes you have to be dedicated enough to make that drive.
That is true.
Service error for Maggie Karracher and a big one for New Trier as Bennett will get a free point, and they are up 17-10. But Bennett also from the western suburbs, so they had a long way to travel, a few hours down I-55, but they got here. And now they're trying to win the state championship. And
wow.
a big kill for Brittany Steinberg of New Trier. So Bennett up 17-11, and New Trier hoping Steinberg's kill will get them a little momentum there.
Steinberg with a huge kill right there.
And now Haley Fronteroy will serve it for the Trevians. Kaminsky will get it at the 10-foot line to Metaliano. She will send it over on the spike. Cross-court set, and a spike hit the net and was sent back to the New Trier side. So give the point to Bennett. They are up 18-11. Sheila Doyle now will serve it for Bennett. She is the libero. Line drive over, set defense by New Trier, and they will get the point as the block was roofed down on the wrong side for Bennett. So give the kill to Brittany Steinberg. Good setup by Tashima, and 18-12. New Trier is down. And Taylor Tashima, their setter, will go back and serve. Left-hand line drive over. Kaminsky will set a cross-court to Canuli. Good defense by the libero Friedler. And then they set up Steinberg as...
Woo!
She does hit it right into the net, and right into my face, literally. Give the point to Bennett. They are up 19-12. And now Caroline Wolf will get an arcing shot over to the 10-foot line. Good dump over by Tashima, the setter. And now back to Canuli, and it is blocked out of bounds by New Trier. So 20-12, Bennett with the lead. And Caroline Wolf will try to keep it going. And she will arc it over to the 10-foot line. Tashima with the front set, setting up Steinberg. She will get it over. Joust won by New Trier, and a roof for Sarah Shafig, their 6'4" middle hitter. So point to New Trier. They are down 20-13. And Brittany Steinberg will go back and serve for the Trevians. She will get it over. Kaminsky will dump it over. Good little bump there, but good setup and a cross-court set by spike by Karracher to get it over, but Bennett will return it.
Oh.
And then they called a lift on New Trier as it looked like Shafiq got the kill, but on the set by Tashima, she lifted it. So 21-13 Bennett. Timeout New Trier. And so 21-13, and the Bennett Academy crowd making the stadium sound like thunder.
They are definitely doing a much better job. Now they're a little bit more excited, I think, because their team is into it. But you can tell, I mean, New Trier is starting to make a lot of mistakes. They're playing a little bit more sloppy because they're, overthinking it. They're trying so hard to stay in this match. Where you can tell Bennett's finally found their momentum. They're a little bit looser, and they're really, really trusting in their ability to put the ball down.
So this time Haley Fronteroy with the passion speech for her teammates of New Trier as they come back out onto the court. She was yelling something to her teammates as they are down by 8, and Natalie Canuli will serve it for Bennett, trying to give Bennett a 9-point lead. Tashima will set up at the 10-foot line. Steinberg, she will dump it over, but then bumped right into the net by Hannah Kaminsky as she tried to get that one over her head. So give the point to New Trier, and they are down 21-14.
Never bump a ball when your back is to the net. Oh.
Emmy Friedler, the libero, will get it over for New Trier. Sent back over by Metaliano. Back set by Tashima, setting up Abby Boyd, and she will get the kill. So 2 straight points for New Trier, and they are down 21-15. And Emmy Friedler, their libero, will try to keep it going. She will get it over. Kaminsky now will set it behind her to Pavic, and She will send it off the New Trier block and give the point to Benet, give the kill to Brittany Pavich, and they are up 22-15.
Pavich is on a roll. She is hitting really, really well today.
And the dig attempt by Brittany Steinberg was sent right into the net and unable to be kept alive by New Trier. So give the ace to Brittany Pavich and a big point for Benet. They are up 23-15, 2 points away from that state championship back-to-back. Tashima will set up Haley Fronteroy, and she will get a big kill on the near side. So 23-16, New Trier is down. And MC Magner will come into the game and serve for the Trevians. Arcing shot over to the back line. Kaminsky on the second hit will set up Matteliano for a big kill on the back line right in front of Emmy Friedler. And match point to Benet. They are up 24-16.
Championship point for Benet.
Hannah Kaminsky with the serve. She will get it over. Tashima with the back set. Spike over by Fauntleroy, kept alive by Benet. Matteliano gets roofed by a double block by Tashima and Fauntleroy. So give the point to New Trier, and they stay alive for the moment, 24-17.
They have their big front row right now, a good lineup for New Trier. So let's see if they can get any momentum with that lineup.
Maggie Karracher, the outside hitting senior, will line drive it over, good dig, and then Kaminsky will set up Matteliano, and she will get the finishing kill for the Benet Academy Red Wings.
Oh my gosh, I think they might have broken
and
her leg.
they are the state championships as they are all celebrating all over each other. They win set number 3, 25-17, and their second straight state championship. And they will
broke the curse.
They will go back to Lyle, probably partying on the bus all the way home.
45 straight tournament matches now on Saturday.
And I think they set a record for speed coming off of the bench right there at the end. I'm
surprised Matteliano can still stand because they look like they've snapped her in half.
They're in high school. They're fine.
Yeah, they bounce back from that thing.
So they bring out the trophy. Benet Academy in set number 2 for a while. Looks like they were going to get swept out of here by New Trier, and we're going to get that state championship taken away, but come right back they did in set number 2.
And I think looking at the stats, I'm going to ask you, Coach, for a player of the game. I think I know who you're going to pick here.
I know, this is a tough one, but I got to go with Cara Matteliano. 21 kills. Are you kidding me? In the state championship match, it's unbelievable. She was single-handedly, in my opinion, the one who turned game 2 around. When they were down, she stepped up and really took control of those last 5 points, got the kills, and then carried it with her all the way into that third set and stayed on fire. I mean, she was phenomenal for them tonight.
And with those 21 kills, Matteliano actually ties a record with 21 kills, tying Kelly Lamberti from Cary Grove back in 2010. So Matteliano in the record books ties that up. Huge match for her, and
definitely,
no doubt, our player of the game tonight.
And I just wanted to set for the record that she was my nominee for the Sportstown Chicago All-Star game.
For the All-Star?
Yeah. So
nice work.
I'm going to take credit for that one. But a good match here, and Benet Academy taking this one 2-1 as all 4 teams that made it to state are coming out here for the trophy presentation.
And what a way to end it here. A full day of volleyball here on SportsTownChicago.com. 8 matches, 4 classes.
Exhausted.
My vocal cords need a rest right now, but
no, I'm ready for another one. Let's go.
Well, you just showed up for the last 2, so
yeah, and I already lost my voice, obviously. So shows how exciting this one was here. But New Trier going to go back to Lyle with the state championship, and
Benet. It's okay.
Benet going back up for the state with the state championship. They'll have the trophy with them on the bus. The teams all getting out there ready for the trophy presentation. So one last time, we'll wrap it up again. Benet winning the 4A state championship in 3 sets, dropping the first set 21-25, and then taking the next 2 sets 25-22 and 25-17. So that'll conclude the playoffs here on SportsTownChicago.com. The season not quite over yet, though. We still do have our SportsTownChicago.com All-Star Game. That'll be coming up on December 1st at 7 o'clock. A lot of players that played here in the state tournament will be in that one. So be sure to tune in for that one. Again, December 1st, 7 o'clock.
And before we sign off, I guess karma does exist. Making up for me taking credit for Metaliano, me naming her to the All-Star Game, I say the wrong team wins the state championship. So gotta take credit for the good and the bad. So
one more time, Benet wins the state championship in 3 sets. That'll wrap it up for us here on SportsTownChicago.com this evening. It's been a long day of volleyball. Thank you for joining us. For Brendan Marshall, Coach Laura Watling, I'm Brad Miller. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night, everybody.
What's up, Chicago? It's Rufio. Are you looking to get hands-on training for a career in radio or TV? Just do what I did and go to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Whether you're looking to be on air or behind the scenes, the Illinois Center for Broadcasting is for you. As a graduate of ICB, I was placed in an internship with KISS FM, and now I'm on the air. You can do the same. Enroll now and start your career in just 1 year. For more info, go to beonair.com/career. That's beonair.com/career.
Have you ever wanted a career in sports broadcasting? Matt Abaticola here for the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Their 10-month program offers hands-on training in both radio and television. Learn on-air and behind-the-scenes skills just like I did at ICB. ICB's 10-month program offers internships, job placement, and financial aid for those who qualify. You can host sports shows, do play-by-play, and color commentary of live games. For more information, text BeOnAir to 46786. That's BeOnAir to 46786, or go to beonair.com. Once again, that website is beonair.com.
Hey, it's Herb Lawrence. If you love sports and you want a career in broadcasting, then go to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting trains you for careers in radio, TV, and online media. With internships, financial aid for those who qualify, job placement assistance, and day and night classes, you can start your new career in less than a year. Take it from me, Herb Lawrence. Check out the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
If and when, and I do think when, we play the